tallest mountain to breathe the freshest air, but I take the deepest breaths when I've got you here. I swam the bluest ocean to find some peace of mind, but there's no better calm when I look in your eyes. I don't wanna miss one more moment with you. I want everything, and I found it in you. I climb the tallest mountain to breathe the freshest air, but I take the deepest breaths when I've got you here. I swam the bluest ocean to find some peace of mind, but there's no better calm when I look in your eyes. I don't wanna miss one more moment with you. I want everything, and I found it in you.
All right, guys, what is going on? What is Gucci gang, dude? Gucci gang. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at Dow Jones. Nice little rally. Nice little rally. Wonder if anybody talked about that in the Discord. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll find out. But I mean, to be fair, though, I did talk about Euro too, and that did not go well. But we'll discuss that too. If I can get the fucking music levels right. All right, cool. What's good? Marshall, Mason, Naruto, Eminem, Crispy J, 2020, Convicted Capitalist, Eberneth, Nikki, Shay, Jim Bob, Martin, Cameron, Remy, Lee Bright, Bazell, Jordan D. Got my Cafe Mocha. Let's get it this week. Oh yeah. So, man, I want to get into great detail on this. And man, fuck, dude. Like, I traded and then I broke even early, and then during lunch I'm like, okay, I'll just paper it. And then of course the paper one is the one that fucking moons. It's like, God. Break even on actually the funded account I was trading this morning. Break even on the funded account just to turn around and smack the shit out of the paper account. God. Don't you hate that, chat? Don't you hate that? Don't you just hate that, dog? Sucks. Sucks when you're right, but you don't make money. It's all right. What's good, Flacco? What's good, Victor, Toby, Pop, Flacco, Felix, Yeah, Mason, it do be like that. It do be like that sometimes. So I want to stay here for a minute and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it, do some top down analysis, you know, see how it goes. And yeah, we'll see where the stream takes us today. We'll have a good time. I hate that so much. And now I'd rather minimize my risk. Experienced that on New Zealand today. Yeah, currencies to me have been a little ass today. You know, thought the low was set. It wasn't, you know. It's I took a small loss on euro, but it ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, Libre, I like paper for practice. You know what I mean? And I practice like I trade and trade like I practice. You know what I mean? Drop some likes on the stream for me. I would greatly appreciate that. See if we can get that. We got 55 people on here, only 13 likes. Apparently, y'all are still hungover from the Super Bowl. I get it. You wanted to stay up late. You wanted to have some fun. I get it. I understand. But it's time to get back on it. You know what I mean? It's time to get back on it, chat. What's good, Rob? What's good, Leon? Yeah, I drove in the rain for the first time yesterday, too. That was a little nerve-wracking. Super Bowl was ass. Well, I've said my piece on my story today. You know, everyone's going to have their own opinions on the halftime show. I just look for the facts, and that's it. So I will try not to get into it. I'll try not to get into it. It's all a fucking psyop at the end of the day, but, you know, some people don't like that. Oh, all right. Anyway, so let's get into there we go. Let's get into the price action today. Yeah, okay. All right, Dow on the daily looks absolutely horrible. Big consolidation, right? Pretty big range here. So if we work with the high of January 31st, that was the highest high here, down to the lowest low from February 3rd, right? We are inside of that range. Okay. So it's hard to not move all this stuff around. Okay. So this is our range here from that high down to the low. So right around that price level, like 44,597. Okay. So that and below, again, on a higher time frame, is going to be a discount. Okay. And then obviously the bottom half of that would be a extreme discount, or at least like the discount end of the discount. Does that make sense? So did you guys see how I did that? Most recent range. We can take you can draw a fib or a GAN box. And we have our halfway point and then our right around 25% level. Okay. So this is going to make a lot more sense when we drop into the smaller time frame. Okay. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, chat. My goodness gracious. All right. So 8:30 equities open way up here. Okay, 44,683. Way up there. We drop lower. We make a high. We make a slightly, well, I don't want to say slightly, but we do make a lower high, and then we continue. We make a few more lows. That's why I tweeted a little bit after I was saying the Dow is dookie shit. Does it catch up and go higher, or does it stay weak? So this was not, I tried to time it. Honestly, I tried to time it. I was wrong on the timing aspect of it going higher. So in fact, it does stay weak a little bit longer heading into the lunch hour. Lunch drops it one more time, and that is your turtle soup long. Okay. Now, how did I get to that conclusion? Well, we have to zoom out a little bit. I'm trying to also watch live price, but just bear with me here. Okay. Move it all so we can see everything. Okay. So Friday, right? We close inside this green shaded area. That's the daily 50% and below. And this line here, I'll highlight it just to make sure that you guys can see it. That is the 25% level. Okay. So Sunday dropped, right? Well, it opened lower, rather. It opened lower, traded a little bit lower, and then continued higher, rallied during London, right around here. London and pre-market traded higher. So we have a set of lows here, right down in there. Okay. So we have some lows set down in here. How far can price go below a low? Typically an imbalance or a gap, right? So again, this is Sunday's gap. So now you understand the rest of it. Okay. We're going to take the green box off now because it's getting a little, I don't know. I don't like it. Okay. So again, these lows traded into at 840. And then like I've been saying, so here we do have a lower low below an old low. So to me, originally that was supposed to be the turtle soup long. And yeah, Lewis, the 420 level as well. You can't escape it. I keep telling you guys that. You think it's a joke, like, oh, 420 lol. I keep saying you can't escape the 420 level, bro. I don't know how many times I keep saying that shit. I don't know how many times. Probably 420 times, honestly. So anyway, that to me was the original turtle soup. So that I was wrong in that assumption. We trade lower one more time. So now we have 3 lower lows below an old low, and it tapped into Sunday's gap. So that's why. You see that shit? So if I were to log into my paper trading account, okay, that loss is still not going away. Okay. I can't even close that short from forever ago. It can't be done. I'd have to like reset my account. I'm not fucking doing it. I've had this paper account for like 7 years or 8 years or some shit. But this is the current trade that I have open. Again, full disclosure, paper account. You watched me log into TradingView paper, okay? And it says it right here, okay? Paper trading, not a real account, all right? So full disclosure. But again, I want to practice like I trade for real. And I'm going to trade for real the same way that I practice. So 5-minute time frame still. All right. That dip into Sunday's gap down here was a series of lower lows below an old low, right? So to me, that was the Y slime model. Your stop loss in my entry. I got the hoodie on, right? It's the middle of the summer. Right here. I got a hoodie on. All right. So that to me is the Y slime model, or the turtle soup long model. And if you don't want to do that, you can just wait. So what can we wait for? We can wait for a shift in price delivery, or you could do that, or you could wait for a time-based entry too. That would equally be beneficial. So right in here, you see that shit? Wicking the 1 minute time frame, baby. Can't stay off the 1 minute time frame, bro. Yeah, stay off of profitability with your dumbass. This right here, see that? This by itself, I take this off because that's extra. This right here is the inversion model. Literally, it's the inversion model. It's the last imbalance on a way, or on the way rather, to a liquidity run, right? So if that's the turtle soup long, a shift in price delivery is going to be whenever that imbalance gets traded through, which is at 11:22. Also, okay, getting a little bit of a pullback here, not a big deal. I mean, it's a paper trade, so I could give a fuck if this comes back down and hits me break even. I don't give a shit. I'd go to the low end of that mitigation at this point. But anyway, like I was saying, that 1 minute inversion is here. And then that 5 minute closure is through that gap. You see that? So you also see that entry right. I know it's hard to see. It's like right there, just below that gap. You see that? So that gap was not bearish. And if it's not bearish, what's it going to be? If it ain't bearish, what is it going to be? Bullish. So, okay, boom. That's the long. This right here is a mitigation at 11:55. We trade through that, back into it right there. And we have continued higher since then. So I'm not even looking for a new high of day. I mean, way up here, I don't think so. Dow is dookie shit ass. You know what I mean? You don't have to write that down, but it's pretty bad. Definitely a lagger today. So I don't know about 740s. That's a bit much. But internal range highs, that's the highest one. You got this leftover, or left open rather, and balance up here too. So it might want to clean some of that up. You know what I mean? So that is the justification. Does that make sense, everybody? What I highlighted down here, okay, was the low end of the inversion, okay? We'll drop down to a 1 minute because I don't want to miss that shit in case it happens to hit the knick-knack paddywhack. What I highlighted earlier was just the lower half. That's all I was doing. Right? I mean, I made it different. I took that off, made it darker purple, just so we could highlight the low end of the inversion. Damn it. All right, there we go. Why would that be important? Lewis, what are the best entries? Something like this. The inversion model. Are those your best entries? Manipulation, inversion model, entry, mitigation, add-on. I didn't add on here, obviously. I didn't really want to be fair, but you know, it's there. And right now my stop loss is at the bottom half of the mitigation. So at this point, we are more likely to trade above. Actually, we'll do 620. We'll just do a 20 level right there. I think we're more likely to trade higher than we are lower, but as you can see, if this was a real trade, worst case scenario, $100. Worst case scenario, $100. Best case, 800. Not a bad position to be in. You know what I mean? For those of you that hopped on late, this is a paper account. Okay. I know I have trims and stuff on here, but it says right there, paper trading. Okay. So don't think I'm out here, you know, making a sports car payment on this, because this is paper. But nonetheless, why would I want the bottom half highlighted? Was good, Alex C and Harmon. Why is it important to note the bottom half of this particular inversion? 80 viewers, let's go. Let's see if we can get those likes up. Let's see if we can get those likes up. We got 80. We got 80 people on here. We got some short-term lows right in here. Short-term lows right there. So there's going to be probably a pool right here from people taking their stops from down here and dragging it right there. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it right down here. It won't matter to me either way. But if this does hit TP, I will explain stop loss placement and all that stuff to you. Trade the inverse before they get inverted. Not the answer I was looking for, but I will allow it because yes, I did teach you that. Felix thinking outside the box. No pun intended. No. You are right, but that's not the answer I was looking for. Why would I want the bottom half highlighted or noted? How could we trust that this, like, if, okay, so if you took this and your stop was at this low, how could you trust that? How could you trust it? Bottom end of the inversions for stop loss placement. I mean, you could do that. You could. Let's look a little bit closer, as close as we can without warping everything. What do you notice down here? What do you notice about price delivery down here? Remember, an imbalance, right, is usually, it's a 3-candle formation, but it usually has that one candle in the middle, right? That's typically one direction. When we look at a series of candles, what we're looking for is buy side and sell side price delivery. Take a look right here, for example. The market came up, the market came down, right? Ooh, revolutionary. Yeah, it went up and it went down, John. That's real fucking great. Right. Well, it offered buy side price delivery and then it offered sell side price delivery. So once we left it, it doesn't need to come back down here again. That's why my stop is sitting right here. And it's at the low end, it's at the bottom half of the mitigation. So price should not trade down here. And that's why I said, to me, we are more likely to trade higher than we are to trade lower. I'm not going to jam my stop here. That's too close to the market. You may want to grab that before it runs, if it does. But to me, price shouldn't come back down here. Why would price not want to trade at the bottom half? Because look at it. Look at price delivery. We got buy side here. We got a little bit more buy side here. Then we got sell side delivered offered right there. See that? You see that 1120 candle? I'm going to highlight just... Well, I can't really do half of it, can I? You see that little area right here? A little bit of buy side, traded lower, buy side delivery, sell side delivery, and then buy side delivery. So to me, when we came down to clean that up, we have efficient delivery of price. In my opinion, I could be wrong, okay? But because we got a lot of back and forth down here, it shouldn't trade to that low. And it shouldn't trade to this low either. Number one, we just took out this low, which is below an old low. That's a turtle soup short, or a turtle soup long, rather. Right? Oh, look at that shit. See that little pool right there? That is a turtle soup long. And then this would be, you have like two imbalances right here. So that to me would be the low risk buy. This in here was the first stage, in my opinion. But that's why. It shouldn't trade to the lower half because it's a premium and discount. It shouldn't go down here. And then having these wicks in here, having back and forth, it shouldn't trade down there. And it doesn't. Does that make sense? So that's my answer for you. Okay? That is my answer for you. So now we need to see what this does. You have an imbalance right here. It would have been cooler if we overlapped it with this, but we don't have that. So we'll have to see what takes place. Either this is going to be a short-term run on these lows to go higher, or if I'm wrong, it'll hit that mitigation and then run. Or if I'm wrong altogether, it'll just come down and get me out. And that'll be a scalp of 20 points. Big deal. All right, so we will have to let this pan out a little bit longer. And we've been on Dow this whole time. We have not even gone over to ES. We have not gone over to NQ. I don't know what they're doing. My guess is they're probably trading higher. So price efficiency, okay, to me is still, I would not say that I'm a master at that. Does that make sense? I wouldn't say I'm a master of like, oh yeah, this is efficient, this is inefficient, whatever. But what I would tell you is when you have a low like that into a higher time frame concept, and then on a smaller time frame, you do get a lot of back and forth action, then price shouldn't trade back down there. And so again, we don't see it. It trades through the gap on the upside. It does not trade through it on the downside. And then as soon as that candle closes, 11:30 opens, that could have been the 11:30 next candle entry on whatever time frame. And then this down candle right here likely could have been an add-on. Okay? So that's it. Around 11:15, ES started reversing and gave a lot of nice entries to long, a lot of inverted concepts supporting price. Yeah. We'll take a look at those two. I just wanted to start off with Dow because, you know, this is the only idea that I have open. And it's something I shared in the Discord before we got this run here. So in order for price to stop me out, it would have to trade through this imbalance, through this, that's kind of a shitty one, but it would have to push to the low end of the mitigation. And that to me would signify a pretty weak market. And I would just accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see what takes place. Let's take a look. The 15-minute time frame. I don't know. It doesn't really have too much on it either. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is log out of this. So whatever happens will happen. Let's go over to NQ for a minute. I think it's NQ regular. Okay. So I think it was last week on the triple Qs, I pointed out some highs up here. Actually, let's briefly do that. 533.83, right? That's triple Q. The triple Qs equal highs. Okay, so don't get confused on that. It's the QQQ ETF equal highs at 533.83. So to me, that it looks like that's where price is wanting to go as of now. Okay, so this morning and today, NASDAQ has been very, very bullish. Okay, we got a huge gap higher. We continued higher, and we rallied fairly quickly, and we sort of drifted lower. Okay, we really didn't see a lot of explosive movement lower. We were fast to go higher, slow to go lower, right? Bulls take the stairs. Oh no, that doesn't apply here. Never mind. Stocks usually fall faster than they rise. So when they don't, that's probably a strong market. Does that make sense? What's good, Joe? What's good? Leon, we got another Leon. That's nice to have, though. We got so many members. We got like duplicate names, dude. We're going up, man. We're going up. You get to the Discord by going to your own Discord. Go to your user settings, and then connections. Sign into YouTube. That is this account that you signed up with, and then you'll see it. Okay. So because we're quick to go higher, slow to go lower, I mean, that's pretty bullish. We have no reason to short other than some short-term lows, which currently have been left open. So 21,683 was some lows from London. That's actually London's low, and some other previous lows, consolidation as well. And then our morning open, or our equities open, we left behind some very small lows here, and again, the market has been reluctant to go lower. It has traded lower, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, markets aren't just straight, limit up over and over again on an intraday time frame. They're going to have fluctuation, and that's what we see here. We have an imbalance here, and right here on a 5-minute, we hit the higher one. Body's respecting it, didn't even touch the lower one, and we're already back higher again. So I would not short NASDAQ. I would not short ES either, although I do think there was opportunities to short. Yeah, maybe both Leons can be friends. Welcome to the community. Just like NASDAQ, ES has some lows down here, small consolidation, and then we made some higher highs. We end up staying in the lower half. I believe this is a 1 hour. Yeah. This was a 1 hour imbalance up here. And all I did was cut it in half as per usual when there's like a large concept. And even as of now, we still have not moved beyond the lower half. You see that? This from here to here is what I'm saying. So in the short term, it was weak. And that's what these concepts are in here. I was actually looking for a short earlier, and I did not do anything in here. But what I'm telling you is multiple higher highs, lower half of a higher time frame imbalance. That is the last imbalance printing higher. We trade through that at 9:59 and then 10 o'clock. Remember the time compression matrix I gave you last week? Remember that? Remember this? So at what did I say this was? 9:50. Yeah. So at 9:59, it's basically like right here. You're at the end of the 9 o'clock hour. You're getting ready to start a new hour at 10 o'clock. So now you have a new open of what? an hourly, a 30-minute, a 15-minute, a 5-minute, and a 1-minute. So right in here is right there. 10 o'clock opens, trades higher. Look at the inversion here. Look where the bodies are stopping. See that? This inversion, or this imbalance, once it got traded to the lower end, excuse me, it came back, upper half respected. It traded through here, sorry. Then it traded, after it traded lower outside of it, it traded back in, stayed in the lower half, kept the upper half open. You see that? Then I think that became a mitigation later on. See how that works? So we did get a reversal to this low. We reached a little bit lower, but this was accumulation, inversion model here to go higher. Okay. Now, how do we know? How do we know? How do we know that this is accumulation? How can we know? Because remember, 8:40, just the time, or 8:42, one of those minutes in here, that was our low of the day, and we make a higher low here. When at the same time, 10, this just got me fucked up. Lower. Okay, the Dow is printing lower and lower and lower. ES higher. So in theory, what I should have done is looked at Dow and then traded ES instead. But look at this. Okay, I really want you to catch this. Are you ready? 85 people on here, baby. Let's go. Hopefully we can get 100. That'd be nice. You see this inversion? Where do the bodies stop here? Where do the bodies stop? Halfway. Leaves the bottom half open. And we did what? We took off. So that right there is also an inversion model. Okay. Entry at the inversion, or inside of it if you want. Stop at the low. R is a 1 to 2, which is right there. 1 to 2, 1 to 2. It's good for me. It's good for you. That is the inversion model. In the most simplest way. In the most simplest way. Accumulation, inversion, 1 to 2 RR, done. That's it. Oh, Cameron took that? You took this? Are you out of it or are you still in? Are you out or are you still in? Because I'm starting to think if NQ really ramps up. Oh, shit. I don't have that marked up on here. Or do I? Oh, yeah. I don't think we're going to go up to 22K today. That seems a little bit much. But if the strength continues, ES is probably going to trade higher as well. And it might end up trading into the upper half of the 1 hour imbalance, which should also make a new high of day by trading above the morning session's high. You caught all the way to 60.90. Yeah, you're a dog, bro. We got some dogs in the Discord. Yeah, some of y'all are just straight menaces. Straight menaces. That was an imbalance I was looking at earlier, but I think it looks like dookie. I think it looks horrible. That's why I didn't mark it up. So, yeah. This is still hard to tell. We retraced, didn't meet the mitigation, and now we're back within this range here. I think if this was a real trade, my stop would probably go to this low here. just so I could lock in more, that's probably what I would do. But I'm still going to leave this open. I don't, you know, I don't care. I don't care. I'm either going to be right or wrong. So we'll see. But I definitely think it's a good study. I don't think today's been the easiest trading day. I don't think it's been the easiest analysis either. So, yeah, I would say challenging, but I love a challenge. I don't know how you guys feel. 6,100? Wait, $6,100 or 6,100 price level, Cameron? My community's out here making thousands of dollars. Ain't leaving no tips, dog. Ain't no tips. No tips, dog. No steak dinners. No steak dinners. That's right. I'm on a diet anyway. I need to be. I need to be. Entry was on the 1150 NCE. No, that's nice. That's nice. Leon found the Discord. Very good. Some people struggle with that. They're like, I can't find it. I'm like, well, then follow the fucking rules and do what I tell you to do. I don't think it's that hard. It's not that difficult. Hell, if 180 of you can do it, I don't see why one or two of you can't. You know what I mean? So for the rest of the day, I'd probably just cycle through these. This is shit. This hasn't done anything. NQ, same thing. This is shit. At least the Dow has some movement. You know what I mean? At least it's doing something. Where the other indices are like, I'm chilling, bro. I'm on break. Indices are on their lunch break. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, fuck, I clocked out, big fella. I'm chilling. Nikki, I think this hoodie, I think I got off of Canva a long time ago. I've had this one for years. This is the only one. This is one of one, by the way. One of one. Who sees 6,000 in profit and decides, no, I want 6,100? Well, I ain't gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you that I haven't done that before, but I get your point, though. I get your point. Yeah, Nikki, you're wildin'. You are wildin'. Where are my Gucci glasses? I think they're in my backpack. I brought them with me last night in case I had to drive home in the dark. In which I did, and it started raining too. I was like practically shitting myself on the way home. I was like, Lord Jesus, where's the windshield wipers? I just started pressing buttons and shit until it finally happened. Probably looked like a retard at the light. Like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? They're just pressing all the buttons. Ooh, look at that. I can see. I can see clearly now, chat. Oh, yeah. This looks primed. This looks primed for a rally. Nope. Those still look like dog shit. Yeah. I still got them. I try not to wear... These are prescription, okay? And so I try not to wear the prescription because your eyes will get acclimated to the better vision. So like if I take them off, for example, you know, I'm back to my normal vision, which I thought was good, and it ain't what it used to be. So I try not to wear them too much, so I don't have to wear them permanently. And no, I don't have time. These are the only designer glasses that I have. If Gucci's considered designer. They weren't that much. I got a pretty good deal on them, actually. She gave me like either $100 or $120 off. Because your boy's a veteran, dog. Your boy's a vet. So, you know me. I was like, shit. You got any discounts? Buy low, sell high, baby. That's a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'll pull up with the freshest car in the fucking parking lot and I'll use a coupon. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. Give me that 50 cents off them tomatoes. You know what I mean? Gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. There's some finance tips for ya. I'll spend $8 on coffee, but I want 50 cents off them tomatoes. You know what I mean? Oh shit, Chad. That's the life we live, man. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, 12:50 is coming up, so we are approaching the 1 p.m. macro. I don't think we're gonna get 600 in the next 10 minutes. We really haven't done a lot in terms of expansion, so we're definitely back in the middle of the range on the day. Actually, let's measure that real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. That was pretty spot on. Look at that. Right back to halfway. We can expect consolidation near 50% of ranges. Not forever, but we can expect, you know, some level of hoopla. We got back to a premium, rolled over into a discount. All of this was in a discount. This was extreme discount. And so now we're getting ready to get back into a premium. Hopefully attack these highs next. This high was hit already here. So anybody short on the day definitely got knocked out here and here. So the only shorts left open from this morning, their stops are going to be either at this high, and there's nothing until this one. And that one's right above that. Does that make sense, chat? Free Starbucks today through the app. I don't have the fucking app, Mason. Do I look like a guy that has the Starbucks app? Is that what I look like to you guys? Oh, at least in Pennsylvania? I don't have the app. No. I might drink Starbucks sometimes, but I'm not one of them, okay? I'm not one of them. Are you one of those, Mason? Checking how many points you got, using points to get a fucking cake pop, Mason? I need a venti caramel frap with a extra shot of espresso and 2 pumps of vanilla. And a cake pop. Yo, on some real shit though, if you ever get a cake pop and what I just told you, dip the cake pop into the coffee. Thank me later. Thank me later. It'll change your life. That whipped cream. Listen, Chad, you'll be a new man. You'll be a new woman. You'll come out like, damn, John knows his shit. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You know, I'm going to keep bullshitting for another few minutes while we watch this pan out. But a long time ago, what I wanted to do was make a secret menu, but for everywhere. Because I have special orders and shit, you know? Like, for example, the meatball marinara sub from Subway. Okay? If you add pepperoni, oh, that shit's like a pizza. You're welcome. And they got Parmesan cheese. Oh, don't even get me fucking started. I will leave right now and skirt off and go straight over there. Okay. Secret menu shit like that. Certain little nuances, things to get at places instead of just, let me get a number 5. Let me get this combo, that combo. Dude, I modify the fuck out of some food, bro. Excuse my language. But I'll get some good ass shit. If you ever get a burger, always add bacon. Always add bacon, dude. Every time. Every time. And I'll leave it at that. I won't give you too much more insight. All you fuckers are gonna be gaining weight. Big time. You bet, John, I'm fat now, dude. Like, John, I'm so fat now. I'm gonna just tell you, welcome to the club, baby. Live life, bro. Live life. I don't know what that is, Joe. I don't know what that is. I don't think we have those in Houston. All right, there's a new high. Right there. That's a new high. Shit, let me fucking log back in this bitch. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't go over trade management. Yeah, I'm an asshole. All right. Low end of the mitigation. Now that we have a new high here, my stop would drag to that low. Boom. Lock in 300. 300. So, hypothetically, right, if this was a live trade, we could take the 600 now and be fine with that. Worst case scenario, if this shits the bed, $300, not a bad couple of hours. If we are right and this continues, 800. Okay. Why this low? Because remember, the 15-minute imbalance was here. That already got traded into. So to me, we should see expansion. We should no longer keep fucking around. I want to say this is an inversion here too on a 15-minute time frame. I can't tell. We got so much shit going on here. That imbalance here to go lower got traded through. So this might become an inversion. I don't mind having a stop there. Or maybe like 320 to cover commission. Commission's on a fucking demo account, right? So that's what I would do. And so now, again, we went from stop at the low. You didn't see this earlier. My stop was at the low. Once we got a rally, I went at the gap. Then when we took off, I went to the low end of the mitigation. Then we started the stream. So we talked about these lows being swept before going higher. Those got swept. We are trading higher. Now that we have that, those lows have been swept, and a 15-minute inversion and a 15-minute regular imbalance, my stop would go to this low plus a little bit more for commission, assuming that $20 might get slipped, 1 point or some bullshit. You don't want something like $295. You're like, what the fuck? So that's why I would do that. Like 320, 325, something stupid like that. Or just 330. Just say fuck it, 330 and go, okay, cool. Now we should hit the razzle dazzle, baby. Let's see if we can get that print. 1256, still inside that macro, by the way. Macros typically deliver either to an imbalance or liquidity. We don't really have an imbalance that I would be thinking that we could go there. I think we should hit the liquidity instead. So drop some ones if you guys got some value today. If you got some value today, if you enjoy watching live price, if you enjoy watching, you didn't see the execution long, but you do see it. And you see the trade management. You see how I'm moving my stop, when I'm moving my stop, why I'm moving my stop, why I would trust it. And even if I'm wrong, still being able to have a green day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's not always about hitting the home run. Well, a home run for me would be way up here. Like if I had 2 contracts on, I'd probably take one off here or here and then hold one for the remainder of the day. But I'm one and done. It's just one contract, all in, all out, no partials. The only way to partial, or the only way to lock in profit is to move your stop. That's it. So, you know, and that's that. Let me, give me a minute. Okay, so I posted in the Discord at 11:41. I said demo with this one, and then you saw an execution that I already took. So 11:41 is here, right there. That I had mentioned it in the Discord. So that was prior to the mitigation. That was prior to this stop run too. Okay. ES not quite making a new high of day. NASDAQ still just not doing that either. So yeah, definitely a pullback here. And that's it. All right. So like I said, if I'm wrong and this comes down and I get knocked out and then it runs higher, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You know, are you going to complain? Like if this was a real trade, oh man, I could have made 800. I only made 300. Well, I say this all the time. Are you making $300 a day at your job? Most people don't. So I would say, shit, a $300 a day, that's pretty fucking good. Even if I just got scared out right now, said, oh, you know what? I don't know. I got to leave the house. Let me just close it out. Okay, where's it at right now? 555. Done. That's a $500 a day. If this was a real trade. You know what I mean? You got to be objective. You got to look at, you got to have the abundance mindset is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's all I got. That's all that I got. I'm not going to be here for another hour to watch this pan out. Either hits the TP or hits, I get stopped out in profit. Either way, it's a green. Okay. So hopefully you got some value. I'll do one more quick speed run. Okay. I'll do one more speed run. If we back up. Okay. And zoom out. Sunday's gap. We traded multiple times below a low. How far can price go below a low? Into a gap or an imbalance. We have that. Turtle soup long. Inversion model. Gap. It would act the same like an inversion model. It's just, it would be a gap instead. So you would long the gap would stop at the low 1 to 2. Okay. Low risk buy basically. Add on at that down candle in here. Mitigation add on. 15-minute imbalance add on. And we should see expansion. All right. If we don't, still green either way. Okay. This is the laggard for today. Like if we go take a brief look at ES, obviously ES almost making a new high of day. NASDAQ, very similar story. It's way closer to its high of the day. And these lows are getting swept now too across the board for ES and then Q. Right. And then look at Dow. Dow's back in a discount. It's not even close to its high of the day. So realistically, I'm not even trading the right index. You know what I mean? So that's it. All right. That's what I got for you. Open in the new hour, by the way. So we had 1 o'clock, then we dropped down. I guess, I don't know if we're just going to come down and take that low or not. But I'll go ahead and end it here. You guys will obviously be able to keep up with this and see what happens. All right. But that's the lesson for today. A little bit on trade management, a little bit on relative strength, another look at turtle soup longs, low risk buys or low risk longs, how to move your stop, when to move your stop, why to move your stop, how to know when the lower half should stay open, or excuse me, when the lower half shouldn't get traded to, and that would be the same on the upper half. I'll have to find another example of that another day. It won't be right now. And then just aiming for internal range liquidity. It's very simple. You know what I mean? At the height of today, I think we had 84. We had 84 people on, and then we lost a few. We're back to 60. So anyway, wait a minute. $12.30 was not taken on ES. $12.30 was taken on NQ. 12.30 is here, and we have a higher Dow. That might be bullish. That might be bullish, chat. So, but all right, I'll cut it here. Y'all be good. Be blessed. Drop a like if you haven't done that already. I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow on Tuesday the 11th, right here on YouTube. See you then.
Hey, we're gonna try on this bit.
Southside on the track, yeah.
They get. Hey. So why would I play with this shit? It was time when I pray for this shit, so I gotta go get it. Amen. Gotta stand tall as attacking the wall. I ain't coming up short, I don't fuck with no midgets. Straight out the coast, I just landed in Cali. This ain't Minnesota, don't want it with ticket. God with the flow, break it down like the vision. Was sick of them saying that I can't and I did it. But shit, I wouldn't change if I had to go watch. I gave this shit everything that I got. I know they watching, so I gotta watch. RIP Penny, just save me a spot. Watch how your nephew go turn up a notch. Time get the ticking, don't look at the clock. Flow like a boat, hit a lick on the yacht. I was one with the razor when busting the rock. I don't be bragging and shit, but it feel like a championship after so many miles. I'm about to damage this shit, they gon' wonder what happened to this, ain't no turning around. What's up with that static and shit, we about to get active and it ain't no turning me down. Not with that arrogant shit, but it's hard to be humble when coming from my side of town. I was stuck in the rain and shit, you say you'll never change this shit. I was always to blame and shit, don't know how to explain this shit. I've been going insane with this, they say I ain't the same with this. Had to put a little pain in this, I'ma fuck up the game with this. Cut me up, they been fiending for more of me. Gotta turn up them people who notice me. Nigga tripping, must think it's some hoe in me. Fuck a vibe, I go off what you showed to me. Threw me under the bus, they were loading me. Could've been a professor like Ogilvy. I was stuck in that freezer with no degrees. Gotta show 'em till it ain't no more to see. Hey, they ain't know I'm a heavyweight. I say RIP Nate, I'ma regulate. Listen up why I'm setting the record straight. Can you picture me praying for better days? Kick a dope cause we ain't had no better ways. Rock for rock on the block for 11 days. See a dollar and won't even hesitate. Keep it gangsta all over my resume. Now before I go in, won't you let us pray? Wear a plate, I'ma eat like I never ate. Smoking Texas gon' help when I meditate. I can't fuck with the fake, had to separate. Had to get to a bag and then replicate. I'm the bomb, they been trying to detonate. Nigga playing this bitch, I'ma catch a case. On the waist, on the place where the weapon stay. You gon' make it, my nigga, just hold on. Pop a jigger, then I get my roll on. Got it hot in this bitch like the stove on. I had to silence the Nina, her nose long. See, I made a way when I didn't have a chance. Knew every step, but don't know how to dance. Knowing this wasn't even part of the plan, but that type of shit come with being the man. Let me know if we got us a problem here. It wasn't nothing but respect when I got in here. Nigga blink the wrong way and get shot in here. Go and cut out the heater, it's hot in here. Who is you? I won't even acknowledge him. When you deep in that water, you gotta swim. Put it out on the line for my mama and them. Then went back to the block for a scholarship. I was stuck in the rain and shit. You say you'll never change this shit. I was always to blame and shit. Don't know how to explain the shit. I've been going insane with this. They say I ain't the same with this. Had to put a little pain in this. I'ma fuck up the game with this. Cut me up, they been fiending for more of me. Gotta turn up them people who notice me. Nigga tripping, must think it's some hoe in me. Fuck a vibe, I go off what you showed to me. Threw me under the bus, they were loading me. Could've been a professor like Ogilvy. I was stuck in that freezer with no degrees. Gotta show 'em till it ain't no more to see. Hey.